Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Rosamita Trimaulita, and I'm from 5BD class, English Department, State Polytechnic of Sriwijaya. Today I would like to deliver my presentation for research methodology with the title Data Analysis. So before I start, here is my table of contents. There are 3 contents that I'm going to discuss. The first is what is data analysis in research? The second is what is data analysis in qualitative research? And the last is data analysis in quantitative research. So let's start with the first topic with the introduction of what is data analysis in research. Based on Lecomte and Scalzo, research data analysis is a process used by researchers for reducing data to a story and interpreting it to derive insight. The data analysis process helps in reducing a large chunk of data into smaller fragments, which makes sense. And why analyze data in research? The answer is because researchers rely heavily on data. As we know that in research, the researchers have a question or must tell something to the audience. So the data is the answer or the way to answer what the question or what the researchers going to tell about. So that's why the researchers rely heavily on data. And there are some types of data in research. They classify into 2. The first is qualitative data. For qualitative data, the data presented has words and description, image, objects, and sometimes symbol. And also this data is subjective. The second is quantitative data, and this data expressed in numbers of numerical figures. And the quantitative data is usually presented in the format of graphs and also charts. For qualitative data, when the data presented has word and description, we can call it by qualitative data. Although we observe this data, it is subject and harder to analyze data in research, especially for comparison. And for quantitative data, this is any data expressed in numbers of numerical figures. We can call it by quantitative data. And this type of data can be distinguished into categories, group, and measure, calculate, or rank. For example, questions such as age, cost, length, weight, and score, and others. And the next is we are going to discuss the data analysis in qualitative research first. There are some methods used for data analysis in qualitative research. There are 4 methods. The first is content analysis, the second is narrative analysis, the third discourse analysis, and the last is grounded theory. For content analysis, this is the most frequently employed technique for data analysis in research methodology. And it is widely accepted and the most frequently employed technique for data analysis in research methodology. And it can be used to analyze the document, information from text, image, and sometimes from the physical items. And for narrative analysis, this method is analyze content gathered from various sources such as personal interview, field observation, and survey. And for the next is discourse analysis. for discourse analysis, it is similar to narrative analysis, but discourse analysis is used to analyze the interaction with people. And the last is grounded theory. For grounded theory, this is used for explain why a particular phenomenon happened, and grounded theory is applied to study data about the host of similar case occurring in different settings. Okay, the next, data analysis in quantitative research. Um, for quantitative research, it also have some methods, and it classified into two. There is descriptive statistic and inferential statistic. You can see the differences between descriptive and inferential based on the illustration. And for descriptive statistic, this method is used to describe the basic feature or of percentile types of data in research, and it presents the data in such a meaningful way that pattern in the data starts making sense. And for descriptive statistic, it also called by unvariate analysis. Um, for descriptive statistic, there are a measure of frequency called percent frequency, and it is used to denote how often a particular event occurs. And researchers use it when they want to showcase how often a response is given. And for the second is measure of central tendency. For measure of central tendency, there are mean, median, and mode. And also the method is widely used to demonstrate distribution by various points. And researchers use these methods when they want to showcase the most commonly or averagely indicate response. The next is measures of dispersion or variation. In these measures, the range, variance, and standard deviation, and also here the field equals like or high or low points, and variance standard deviation is equal with difference between the observed score and mean, and it is used to identify the spread of score by stating intervals. And there is a measure of position. It is percentile ranks, quartile ranks, and it relies on standardized of score, helping researchers to identify the relationship between different scores. And it is often used when researchers want to compare score with the average count. And that, like I said before, the method is classified into two, descriptive and inferential. This is for inferential statistic. For inferential statistic, this is used to make prediction about a larger population after research and data analysis of the representing population collected sample. So for inferential statistic, it is again classified into two. They are estimating parameters that takes statistic from the sample research data and demonstrate something about the population parameter, and hypothesis test. It is about sampling research data to answer the survey research question. For example, researchers may be interested to understand if the new shade of lipstick recently launched is good or not, and or if the multivitamin capsule help children to perform a better score or better grade in school. I think that's all for my presentation. Thanks for watching and listening. Um, I say I want to apologize for some mistakes that I made. Um, I end up with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.